Gemini, I hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for June 2022. So in this reading, Gemini, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for June 2022. But before we get into this reading, Gemini, as always, I want to let you know that you are super welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. I really do appreciate you for taking the time to check this reading out. And if it resonates with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe if you have not already for future updates, Gemini. That'd be greatly appreciated. So let's just go ahead and smash into this reading for you and see what it is that would like to come through. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for Gemini. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got here for you, Gemini. All right, Gemini, so in your opportunity for June 2022, you have the 9 of Swords in your opportunity. So this could be intuitively, I'm getting, maybe confronting certain individuals that do not really have your best interest in hand. And the challenge is to almost like maybe not freak out on them and to kind of like move through slowly and like not let your ego take over. I am getting though a discernment, right? It's a very psychic energy, Gemini, that like you're starting to realize that certain people around you, this could be in career, this could be certain people who like are flirting with your significant other. I'm getting, this could also be certain people just in your family who like, you're starting to realize like, oh, I've been trying to give these people the pass. That's just what I'm getting. Like you've been trying to give them the pass for so long and you're finally going to be like, no, I cannot do this anymore. I have to confront something. Your challenge is the Strength card. Okay, your challenge. And this is moving through a difficult situation with grace. We're going to have to clarify what this is about because it could be different things for different Geminis. But your challenge is the Strength card, right? This is kind of taming down the ego, kind of moving into alignment with your higher self instead of just kind of letting the ego take over, if that makes sense, Gemini, okay? So we're going to have to see what this is about. Now, in your overall general energy here, you have the Magician, you have the Queen of Wands, and you also have the 5 of Wands in your overall general energy for June 2022. So I'm getting here, Gemini, that you have everything on the table to get through whatever difficult situation that you find yourself in, right? The Magician is the card of like being ready to go. It's like nothing's going to stop me. I feel confident. You have all the potential in the world to do this. You also have the Queen of Wands in your overall general energy, and it's just kind of weird that the Queen of Wands is like looking, it's almost like whoever is annoying you for June 2022, whoever, like this could be that you want a promotion at work and you have like competition. I basically feel like you are prepared to blow by the competition. This could also be people like just immature energy trying to like tarnish you, but you didn't really see it and now it's just like obvious to you. You have the Queen of Wands. You see how she's staring right at that 5 of Wands here? So basically, I don't know, I just get like a confidence in you that like you're ready to deal with the competition, whatever that means, okay? However that manifests for you, I'm not exactly sure. We're gonna have to see. But the Magician, it's just like you're prepared to go to battle, but I really sense that you might try to go to battle, whatever that because we all fight in different battles, right? whatever that battle is for you, I would really advise you to be like calm, cool, and collected in this. Like, okay, let's take a literal battle, right? If you're like squaring off with someone in a battle, you can either like let your anger take you over, fight with emotions, like swing into the dark, right? Sometimes that works, right? Everyone has a puncher's chance. But what if you were to like use, I'm not saying manipulate, but I mean, so in fighting, right? Like you use body language, like so you like kind of calm the person down. Like imagine you're calming down, but someone's fighting you, and they're like subconsciously like, calm down, calm down, calm down. They lull you to sleep, and then they're like, whoop-ah! So like you need to like calm down, confront the issue. Because if you just like go out swinging here on your emotions, it's not really gonna, I don't really sense that's a good outcome for you. I don't even know what this is necessarily about, but that's what I have. So, in what you don't see coming here, you have the Page of Wands, you have the Star as the centerpiece to your reading, and you also have the Five of Swords. I basically feel there's a test from the universe for you here, that it's basically for you to remove your ego and to merge with the higher self. You're dealing with immature people. This could be children. This could be coworkers trying to like play a game with you. I'm just getting like gamemanship. I'm just getting like a bunch of bullshit being thrown at you. And basically, the centerpiece to your reading is you finding an inner strength within yourself that you really didn't know that you had. But simultaneously, you're also finding that that inner strength is actually a much more effective way to move through issues rather than the old way of getting in your ego, because what you resist persists, right? It's like if something bad happens, you can either scream, you can get upset about it, and maybe you do that for a second, but you don't stay there. Like I let myself get angry, I let myself do everything, but I just don't stay there for very long, right? So what you don't see coming, you have the Page of Wands, you have the Star, you also have the Five of Swords, Gemini. I basically sense here, like, you're in a position, Page of Wands is just coming through as, like, that Five of Wands, like the Nine of Swords, like someone who's just, like, they, like, get under your skin for something. This is a weird energy, Gemini, especially because of, like, last week. But basically, the energy here is, like, you have this power to do damage to someone here who's hurting you. And you could basically, like there's a fly, like, on you, right? There's a fly. You could either, like, just kill the fly. Maybe that creates bad karma. Or you could basically, like, put cheese lines and, like, guide it out of the door. And you're basically, that's why I'm channeling, like, the calm down, like, the subconscious, like, you have the potential to basically destroy someone who is trying to hurt you, so maybe you have the right to do that, right? An eye for an eye. Probably not in the Aquarian age, right? Anymore, no. So you're learning to tame your power, basically, because the Queen of Wands in your overall general energy, you don't really give a shit. You see that black cat on this card? The Queen of Wands is someone who's in tune with their darkness. And Gemini, you have the tendency to do that. Like Geminis, a lot of them that I know, they're wonderful, but they also have like you're in tune with that shit. So, I don't know, like, basically this is some sort of like test from the universe, some sort of thing we're going to have to clarify to see exactly what's going on. In the advice from your spirit guides here, trust your intuition. If there's nothing evidential that is like showing you that something bad has happened, trust your intuition. I'll show you the cards. You have the Three of Pentacles, you have the High Priestess, you also have the Nine of Pentacles here. So like you're not, like, whoever's trying to tarnish your name, Gemini, whoever's trying to like get under your skin or like do something negative to you, it's like you cannot let them touch you, basically. You're the only one that can like it's like, okay, all right, here's what's going on, Gemini. Like, let's say someone leaves like a negative comment in like my like YouTube video, right? I can either like go into a battle with them, but that automatically stoops me to their level. Like I was like reading through the comments last night, and someone was like, go get a job at White's, and I could have been like, shut up, you fool, but that pulls me into the energy. Instead, you're above it. But there is something that you have. Okay. High Priestess, also trust your intuition about this, because remember, the Nine of Swords is your opportunity, and the High Priestess, things are in the dark. Like, it may not be clear. It's like something negative could be happening, Also, I'm getting that you're going to identify the true source of your problems, whether this be, I'm not actually getting that it's I'm not, because, whenever a problem comes into your life, the question to ask yourself, instead of just like blaming other people or like, who's the problem? Well, it's be like, how did I attract this? Because everything in this life is a reflection of your own energy. So the master asks, how did I become a vibrational match to the situation? But don't ask that too much for June. I'm telling you, you should ask that, but not too much. You're going to also, there's 5 people, right? 5 of Wands here, right, Gemini, right? You are going to discover one person out of the 5 who is actually the source of the problem. Like the ringleader of the problems will be discovered by you, but instead of just like popping them off, right? Like which the ego wants to do, you're going to have to be smarter than that. That's what I got for you here, Gemini. Page of Wands as well, like be adventurous to explore this basically. But the start, like, so there's some sort of healing. That healing could be different for some of you. We're going to have to see. But damn, I am fired up because I think you're going to be fired up in June. Now, this is not all bad, Gemini, because once again, problems are never actually like, there's always a higher order to good and bad, right? Like if you really are honest with yourself, like the things that get under your skin, the things that are like at a certain point in time, like you think are the worst things. I look back on my life. Okay, hold on, I'm getting something. I look back on my life, the biggest problems that I have are actually the biggest blessings, because everything in this reality is neutral. The gift of God to you is that nothing has built-in meaning. You give the meaning. If something negative comes in and you say, they're going to destroy my life, the universe will say, okay. Or if you say, this is an opportunity for me to grow into a version of my higher self, the universe will say, okay, that seems a little bit more effective. Also, when you run into problems here, I feel like there's an opportunity for you to show people who you really are here. Like there's almost someone like trying to get under your skin, but don't you realize, Gemini? Don't you realize that when problems come up, it's actually a perfect opportunity for you to display your grace, for you to display your higher self, for you to display how advanced that you are. Don't you realize that? So that's why when like certain problems come into my life, I almost get a little bit excited because I'm like, but it's like, is that ego, the higher self? Okay, let's keep going. Why is the 9 of Swords here in your opportunity? Why is the 9 of Swords here in your opportunity, Gemini? It's like, and as well, I'm like going into the nuance. This may be a matter of life and death for some of you, but for a lot of you, this is nuance, okay? Well, maybe for all of you, basically. Why is the 9 of Swords here? Why is the 9 of Swords here? Why is the 9 of Swords here? Yeah, Page of Wands again. Knight of Wands, yeah. So basically, it's someone like with a like a fiery energy, like coming in, like disrupting your business, or like coming in, or just like flirting with your significant other, coming in, literally like false information, like mainstream media, just like tarnishing your name. But you have to understand, like the 9 of Swords here, it's a two-way street here. You're dealing with an immature individual, okay? Like you have to understand that hurt people, right? It's like you gotta be above it. You gotta feel bad for them, and you can't be sucked into their games. You're basically like, okay, you're gonna either be sucked into the game and stoop to the level of the person annoying you, or you are going to line up with your higher self and change the game from that point. Also, you're gonna be very tempted. I do think you need to embody that Knight of Wands energy to solve the problem, but you're going to be very tempted to just, like I said, swing in the dark, right? And you could hit it, or you could just like literally destroy everything and just get KO'd, right? Metaphysically speaking. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's go ahead and see why the Strength card is here in your challenge. Why is the Strength card here in your challenge, Gemini? reading is hilarious. Why is the strength card here? I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you, okay? Why is the strength card here in your challenge? Okay, yeah, the strength card here, in your advice from Spirit, you have the 9 of Pentacles. And in your challenge here, you also have the 9 of Pentacles here, okay? They say that the greatest healing for all problems is time and space. Like space, like distancing your away from something and letting it like drift off. Like, for example, like I'm a bit of a, I'll let you into my like personal life for a little bit. I have so much Virgo in my chart, which is like kind of like like I can be quite the hypochondriac my whole life, where it's like I have like a pain in my like finger, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna have to get it amputated. Okay? The strength card to the 9 of Pentacles, I really feel like this problem will just blow over on its own accord. I mean, we're going to clarify the advice because I do feel like there's a collaboration, like maybe hiring a mentor, like maybe filling in a knowledge gap on how to do this. But like basically, you can either stoop to the level or you can move to a higher level. It's like, remember what Albert Einstein said. The solution to a problem will never be found at the same level that the problem was created. That's just physics, right? That's like recognition of physics that like, even like you want to get super metaphysical for a second. When you shift to a higher dimension, you realize that the previous dimension was actually you. Now we're getting too deep. Let's see why the star is the centerpiece to your reading. I feel like there's going to be, let's see why the star is the centerpiece to your reading, English. I feel like there's going to be a lot of healing here for you, but it depends on how you do, it depends on how you basically go about this. And I'm not here to tell you what to do because your situation is going to be more varying. Your situation is going to be varying, right? Some of you this is going to be more extreme. Some of you this is going to be like you need to take the higher path. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you have to fight for honor's sake because someone crosses a line, right? Other times it's like it's better to not, and it's better to wait it out. And I kind of feel like that's the path. So like, I don't know. Why is the star here? Okay, there's basically a frequency, like, you basically feel like you have to fight for your honor's sake. Honor! But if you do that, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, the star is clarified by the death card. It's like almost like you have to eliminate, like, do you want to know? Do you want to know the greatest form of like revenge? Or like, do you want to know how to like get out of the situation that you're in? I'm literally telling you, you're going to argue with me, a lot of you Geminis, but you basically should just, it's a nuance, but maybe act like it doesn't exist. Out of mind, out of life, right? Like the death card to the star. The way that you're going to heal from this is basically just ignore it, right? It's like, there's like a saying, like if someone has like harmed you, right? Or like the biggest thing that you can do, or it's like okay, like let's say someone broke up with you and it was like a nasty breakup. They like cheated on you or like they did something like nasty to you. The best revenge is not to like chase them and to like do all this crazy shit or like to try to like get back at them. It's literally to act like they never existed in the first place. They probably won't realize that for like years, but then eventually they're going to be like, wait, did he just really just eliminate me from his psychology or her psychology? It's like, yeah, so it's like there's something to be said about like vibrationally obliterating this problem, not by fighting it with force, but just by like you're above it, Gemini. You're stooping to a level that is basically, it has the potential to expose you. You want to get exposed, Gemini? I don't know. All right. High Priestess in the advice. Why is the High Priestess here in the advice? Damn, this light is coming in strong, isn't it? All right. The High Priestess, Gemini, is clarified by the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. I basically feel like you have to exclude something from your consciousness, and I feel like a lot of you are going to argue with me about that. But the 5 of Swords, the High Priestess of the 5 of Cups here, for some of you, this problem is going to be obvious. For those of you who's not so obvious, you're going to catch someone, like you're going to be like, oh, one person had the 5 of Wands, but like, okay, hurt people, Gemini. This is what you have to understand. Like, okay, the Fool. You need to basically embody the energy of the Fool. The Fool will let someone not spit in their face, because that's like a boundary, but like they will like let someone just like stomp on their face, and metaphorically speaking, stomp on their face, be a dick to them, be an asshole, stomp on their face, and the Fool will just get up and smile. Right? No reactivity, no resistance. Psychologically, that fucks the person who's stomping on their face up. Now, obviously, there's boundaries that you have to, like, go with. And you can't just let someone literally stomp on your face. But I'm basically telling you, the whole energy of this reading is you're being sucked down to the level of someone who doesn't have your best interest in hand. You're being sucked down. Now, I'm not like some wizard who can just give you every possible solution, especially in a general reading. But you're going to have to find a solution to this that is not matching the energy.